right, we're here now for Rossoneri TV. All right, it's Dave, Milan Club Philly, Azzurri fan Phil, Marco Calcio, 22. Is that your number? And we got Mikey. What?
Yeah, GRK Mikey and IFTV.
IFTV. All right. Anyway, this is our match review for Napoli Milan. And look, all right, Napoli took it the first half, 2-0 by the half. Fine, no problem. I could take it. They deserved it. I thought Milan were going to continue doing what they did at the end of the last match. But they came back out in the second half, and you know what? They turned it on. They turned it on, and who expected that? I certainly didn't expect that, so I was happy to see that they finally – shut up. We'll get to you. Don't worry about it. I was so happy to see that they finally came out, they had it going, and I actually thought it was going to finish as a draw. If they came away with 1 point from Sao Paulo, I would have been absolutely happy. But then this whole debacle, and I think part of it was refereeing, I think part of it was the politics, part of it was just like, you know, Napoli being at home and everything, and it just, I don't know, it kind of fell apart. 2 red cards, could have been 3 red cards, but then we ended up 4-2. I think Milan deserved at least a point from this match, and that's all I have to say. You guys take it over. We have Milan supporter, obviously a Napoli supporter here. For those of you, this is my buddy Phil.
But a big fan of the Milan club in Philly.
And he's a good friend of ours, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. But Phil, tell us what you thought about Napoli.
Totally expected us to concede the 2-goal lead. We do that from time to time. Totally surprised that we ended up going up 3-2, in all honesty. And then the 4th goal, which was totally deserved. Romagnoli should have been sent off. I mean, that was blatant. The refereeing was poor in the second half. I think everyone would agree with that. But our usual problems in defense. We have a leaky defense. We need to work on that. Sarri getting sent off. But that's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But
he had his little espresso up in the press box.
Yeah, probably. I didn't see any SIG in this game, but we were lucky. I'm not impressed by the performance, but Mertens, great goal, great assist. I'm impressed with him. Unfortunately, it looks like he's injured. Don't know how badly, but overall, I wasn't too impressed with the game. And Milik getting what? It was 1 goal. 2 goals. 2 goals. Yeah. So.
Well, what about the neutrals? What did you guys think?
Okay. So I'm unbiased completely, so I can say my vote. I thought the first half in the beginning.
Yeah, right. It's all good. He's a Genoa supporter. It's all good.
Okay, so in the beginning of the game, I thought Milan were actually playing good the first 10 minutes. Then the tables turned. I think Napoli actually played. They dominated the rest of the thing, and they scored 2 goals. Milik being the goal scorer for that. Then the second half, no one expected Milan to come back, but I got to give them a lot of credit that they scored 2 goals, made it 2-2. But Napoli, it looks like they had more composure, and it looks like they scored 2 more goals. So, I mean, it was a good game. It was a lot of back and forth, leaky defending in both, a lot of mistakes. But it was tough. I think Milan did deserve a draw, but it could have went both ways, and Napoli got the result today.
Marco, what about you?
I think that it says a lot about Milan to come back from the game. Even Torino, when they came back, it was 1-1. Torino came back, and the reaction, I think, from Milan says a lot about the club. I think if we all know last year, this would have been a game that Milan, it went to a mess. And I think that says a lot about Montella. It's the 2nd game of the season. So there's some positives from this match, and Napoli, credit to you guys. They are a strong team. They bag goals.
Look at how smug he is.
Not smug at all. Listen, I'm totally not impressed.
All right. Anyway, listen, before we go, I want you to get what a beautiful site we have here.
We have no idea why.
Are you guys enjoying Philadelphia?
Oh, Philly.
You guys having a good time in Philly? Right. Please get Marco's socks here.
I got socks on, guys. I got socks.
That's his Italian mother that told him, don't take your socks off in public, Marco. Marco, don't take your socks off in public. Anyway, for Rossoneri TV, Dave, Marco, Phil, and Mikey. Forza Milan. Ciao.